Thank you for tuning in to our 12:45, 1:30-ish news. My name is Anna Schneider and I will be your host this afternoon. We have a couple of segments that we will be listening through. A warning from the community about a choking hazard in St. Francis cupcakes. We have coverage from a recent rubber band shooting that hits a little too close to home for a few of us. We have a youthful retelling of the Trojan War. A couple questions goes along. What's going to happen in our new semester? And Kairos? A closer look at these stories in a little bit. But first, I'm going to send it off to our weatherman, Anna. Anna?
Hi. Thank you for that wonderful introduction, Anna. My name is Anna. I'm outside with your weather report. It's really cold outside. There's snow on the ground. I don't know why I did that. That's really cold. There's snow on the ground and in the air, and it's really cold outside. And now my fingers are really cold because I did that. That's all for the weather today. I'll send it back to you, Anna, in the studio. I'm gonna go get hot chocolate.
Gosh, I really hope you do get that hot chocolate, Anna. It seems really cold out there. Next, we'll be taking a look at our first story of the evening, the Trojan War. Bow.
You know, everyone's always like, I know what the Trojan War is. And you look them in the face and you're like, do you really? And then they respond and they say, yeah, it's a whole bunch of old dudes with their fancy names fighting for like 10 years over some girl worth fighting for. And probably other stuff too, but like mostly a girl worth fighting for. And those people would be right, so.
Hi, my name is Anna Schneider. Different from the other Anna Schneiders that you've already gotten to meet because I'm wearing different clothes. So I'm here to tell you the wonderful story of the Trojan War. So closer to the end of the war and everything, the dude Achilles, everyone knows Achilles, he's in like this really mad rage because Hector, this other big really like fight dude, he killed Achilles' best friend, cousin lover, Patroclus. Something like that. So Achilles, in a mad rage about the death of his best friend, cousin lover, kills Hector and, like, drags him around the walls of the city 7 times and then leaves him for the dogs, as you do. After that, Achilles gets taken out by an arrow to the heel, and, with Achilles being, like, dead and all, they cremate him, and then they put his ashes and Patroclus's ashes into one little, like, thing, so they can mingle together in the grave. So then after that, Odysseus, who's, like, this real trickster dude, he comes up with a plan. He's like, guys, hear me out. Big horse, we get to hide in. And then everyone agrees. He has this big plan of being like, oh, we're gonna like hide, but like not really hide. Everyone's gonna think that we're gone. We're gonna sneak in. We're gonna like open the gates, kill everyone, burn it all down, and then, win like we should. And that's pretty much exactly what happened. So to continue with their plan, they build the big horse, and then they find this little tiny island that all of the Greeks hide on and be like, oh, we left. And then they leave the big horse. Everyone's hiding in the big horse. And they're like, we're going to leave one guy in the city. Depend on him to, tell a story to the Trojans when they come in. Be like, whoa, dude, no one's here. The Greeks left this dude. His name was Sinon? S-I-N-O-N? I don't know. So they left him, and he did a great acting job. Top 10 the gold stars, where he was all coming out and he was like, oh, crying and like, I don't want to be a Greek anymore, but we have this horse. You should take the horse, you guys. And the Trojans were like, hey man, it's all right, it's okay. And they took him in so he could become a Trojan. And then they took the horse in. But, you know, not without warnings first. So there were actually two people who were like, hey guys, what if we just don't take in the horse? The first being this Laocoon, starts with an L. I don't know. Yeah, him. He was a priest, right? Right? Yes. He was a priest for the Trojans, and he was all suspicious. He was like, hey guys, big wooden horse? Seriously? But they're like, it's fine. But because he was suspicious, there was like these snakes that came out and they're like, no, and then they killed him. So all of the bystanders were like, the snakes killed him because he was speaking smack. He was talking smack about the horse. We gotta take the horse in. And then there was another person. Her name was Cassandra. And she was actually a prophet. So, you know, she knew what was gonna happen. But no one believed her. And no one believed her because Apollo was like, she didn't have sex with me. In the middle of my recording. Sorry. My apologies for the interruption. Anyway, he cursed her because of said reasons and was like, no one's gonna believe you. Really just stick it to her. So no one believed anything she said. And she told him, she was like, hey guys, there's a whole bunch of Greek guys in a horse. And they're like, psh, it's fine. And then they ended up taking in the horse. So. And now to like the kind of like the final part of it all. Everyone goes to sleep. All the Trojans are in bed. They're dreaming their sweet little dreams. And they're like, wow, guys, we got this really cool horse. What could go wrong? And then all of the Greeks come out of the horse. They open the gates. All of the other Greeks that were hiding on that little, remember the little island? All of them, they come in, just start killing everyone. You know, fight. You know. So that happens. Lots of death, lots of fun. Most people died. Most of the Trojans died. So, you know. And then finally, to end off the war, like kind of a post-war kind of a thing, Odysseus and the Greeks, they were like, guys, we gotta go home. So, then Odysseus, because someone told Poseidon, they were like, hey Poseidon, man, my dude, my homie, you wanna maybe, like, curse the seas so no one can get home? And Poseidon was like, why not? So that's exactly what he did, and it took Odysseus, like, 10 more years and a lot of troubles to get home. And there's a whole book about that. You should read it. Okay, there's the Trojan War.
What a crazy story that kept me on the edge of my seat the entire time. Coming up next, we'll be covering our rubber band shooting and more information on our cupcake incidents. We will return with this after our commercial break.